Sydney, we are officially the laughingstock of the world. Check out this segment from Dan Bongino.
Unfortunately, this is not the time to do that. So even if you run into your next door neighbour in the shopping centre, in the Coles, whilst you're at Coles, Woolworths or Aldi or any other grocery shop, don't start up a conversation. Now is the time for minimising your interactions with others. Even if you've got a mask, do not think that affords total protection. We want to be absolutely sure that as we go about our daily lives, we do not come into contact with anyone else that would pose a risk.
Do you believe this? Do you believe this? Again, prison colony, you can leave to go to work and make your license plate. You're also allowed to talk to other prisoners. Not in Australia. In Australia, as this woman clearly just states, don't even talk to anyone. Even when you have your face diaper on, you're not even allowed to talk to anyone. Australia is now worse than a prison colony. Listen, I'm going to get to something very important next. Again, hallmarks of a collapsing republic. Second to last here. The subversion of basic freedoms. Remember, I opened up the show talking about, is the free world still free? Not just is the United States still free. We're not it. There are other countries out there that pretend to be some form of a representative democracy, notably Australia. Australia is no longer. It is entirely authoritarian now. The people of Australia are being put in prison colonies. Ironic, considering the history of Australia. I am not kidding. Wait till I play these two videos coming up next. Don't go anywhere. I don't care if you fast forwarded through the whole show and just listen to this. It's the most important part. A hallmark of every totalitarian regime at the highest level possible is the subversion of simple, basic freedoms. Assembly, religion, all of that. Can't do any of it. Well, what if you lived in a country that said you can't go out, you can't open your business, you can't practice your religion, you can't meet with your friends? You'd be like, oh my gosh, that's not happening. Oh no, that's happening right now in Sydney, Australia. You doubt me? Check out this local news coverage in Australia where they're not only saying they don't even have any regrets, the government tyrants that are doing this to the citizens of Australia. Here, play cut one. Sydney has totally given up on freedom and liberty. Check this out.
Good evening. Within hours, Sydney will be in the grip of much tougher restrictions. The Premier clamping down on the stubborn Delta outbreak with what she's calling a no regrets policy. And this is why. From a record 82,000 tests, the state today recorded 111 cases and tragically the third COVID death in this outbreak, a man aged in his 80s from the city's southeast. Across Greater Sydney, retail shops will now close. A small list of essential stores can remain open. Construction sites across the city shut down. And from midnight tonight, 110 suburbs across Liverpool, Fairfield and Canterbury Bankstown will be sealed shut. That's 900,000 residents who can't leave their area, even for work.
Even in jail, you're allowed to lead to work. You can go to the basement and make the license plates. That even happens in jail. Please tell me again what's it. Oh, no, watch the liberals excuse this away. No, it's not really a prison colony. Yes, you're not allowed to leave, talk to your friends, go out. You're not allowed to work. You're not allowed to meet in any large gatherings, small gatherings. You're not even allowed to leave your house. Watch liberal totalitarians explain it away. Why? Because they're totalitarians. They love it. They're not explaining it away. They endorse it. They just know you're uncomfortable with it, so they do a a verbal dance. Australia is a prison colony. Please tell me I'm wrong. Please tell me how any of what I just said is wrong. What is different than a prison colony? The difference is it's worse in Australia. You're allowed to leave to work to go make your license plates in a prison colony, not in Australia. Oh, it gets worse. Check out part 2 of this. More on Sydney. Check this out.
It is in human nature to engage in conversation with others, to be friendly. Unfortunately, this is not the time to do that. So even if you run into your next door neighbour in the shopping centre, in the Coles, whilst you're at Coles, Woolworths or Aldi or any other grocery shop, don't start up a conversation. Now is the time for minimising your interactions with others. Even if you've got a mask, do not think that affords total protection. We want to be absolutely sure that as we go about our daily lives, we do not come into contact with anyone else that would pose a risk.
You believe this? Do you believe this? Again, prison colony, you can leave to go to work and make your license plate. You're also allowed to talk to other prisoners. Not in Australia. In Australia, as this woman clearly just says, don't even talk to anyone. Even when you have your face diaper on, you're not even allowed to talk to anyone. Australia is now worse than a prison colony. Tell me again how the free world's still free. I'd love to hear it. I would love to hear the liberals defend this one. It's necessary. It's a virus. It's not worth one human life. Not even that. You guys support abortion, right? Wipe out millions of babies. I'm not talking about those human lives. I'm not talking about other human life. These are the tyrant, maniac, lunatic, disgusting filth bags we live in. These liberals. They are disgusting human beings. They are ushering in an era of authoritarianism and celebrating the entire way, whistling past the graveyard. Morons. Useful idiots. Useful idiots in all caps. Why am I so angry at these people? Because I love liberty and freedom, and that's why I can't stand them.
I'm so thankful Dan Bongino highlighted this because it clearly paints a picture of where the MAGA people of America, the Trump supporters of America, actually would be in Australia. They wouldn't stand for this stuff. So if you like Dan Bongino's words, if you like Ron DeSantis of Florida or Donald Trump Jr. or Ben Shapiro or any of these other strong voices in America, you must understand that in Australia, in Sydney, these lockdown rules, they wouldn't stand for them. This is ridiculous what we're being put through. So if you agree with them, if you want to treat this as a litmus test, as whether you're a follower of Trump or whether you're a follower of even freedom, then I urge you to come to Victoria Park, Broadway. We'll be marching to Town Hall this Saturday at 12 p.m. noon. I'm not an organizer, but I will be there. I will be in a suit. It'll be impossible to miss me. And I look forward to seeing many of you guys out there.